the activated Osboss from
All right,
last
here we
year,
go.
so
NRG on
this will
defense.
be a banger
MIBR.
second map.
Double duelist
See
on
where they go to
attack.
start. Smoke to just kind of deny entry into
Normal
the side
game
over
plan
at
with this
A.
stuff.
More of a hard
Side hits
hold on
until they
mid,
prove they
but
can hold
this is
sights.
MIBR's focus to get themselves in sight here.
So much focus
Honestly,
on
kind
middle.
of looks like they want to
They
prod
don't care
heaven.
about that B site because, again, this composition is very good between the
Nice from
Wailing and Taeho to
NRG.
just
They're
fight
very,
back
I mean, they're just very
disrupt here
proactive
on
in
your
general,
hit.
but
So they're just looking to
three
fight
person
MIBR toe-to-toe,
clear
go
over
into the
towards
double
middle,
dive right
drop
now.
the
It's
smoke down, no one
easy to
mid.
take the ramp side, but also for MIBR side, they're playing full contact, 5-man hit.
Oof. Got a family photo if you try to peek ramp right now. All of MIBR are ready and locked in. We do see that Sheriff still, as you were talking about. They're taking a hold on Heaven. We'll play out the site until they either feel comfortable to go over towards B through frags or waterfall into sight. But right now, this is the point where NRG says, we're still in a position to make them come to us.
It's a weird round like this where
one for one there to start
the
it
Yoru
off.
got dropped the
And this is
spike
gonna
earlier.
activate everybody from spawn. Scuba's peeking out at just the right time to get another kill. And this is going to force MIBR into the site.
3 over towards
Nice
side, but they
flash.
have a
Talk about that in
frenzy.
a second, though, because MIBR is getting a plant and they're turtled up in the side. They can't really play off-site anymore, so they have to trust each other as they already lost one, though.
Nice from them being proactive. Look at their HPs, though.
Oh my gosh, a stiff wind will blow these two over.
Yeah, dude, their HPs were so low on
The
this.
sky knocks
Neef-
them down,
Ethan's
and
giving
it's a
it.
quick defuse here.
It's 2-1 currently on the pistols.
Yeah, it also looks like for Taeho, for the side of energy, they're putting a lot into the special delivery.
Chat, remind me, what's the max damage the stun can do now if you're in the center of it? 25 or
it's actually
35?
this Taeho as well, but I want to underline that flash. So nice out from Ethan.
35?
What are you doing? You're jumping with the frenzy twin. What the fuck is that?
Let's see, 35. And it's pretty good on our pistol as well, then.
Stepped out.
Yeah.
And Mata answered it correctly. Pretty much everybody across the board here have their moments and lift each other up. But the flash coming in from spawn side over into the A side elbow, so you flood on that spot. Something very rare that we don't usually see, but something that's
we gotta fix
not
whatever
as rare
this
that we're
is, surely.
seeing today is a tech pause.
What's that?
A pausa technica.
Oh yeah. We'll get that sorted out. It wouldn't be NRG versus MIBR.
We'll get it sorted out.
Tech pause after a cool
It'll
round.
take a while.
But it will be this time, so we stay consistent. We like the continuity here.
Yeah, if anything,
I think
to digest
every
more of that
year-
pistol round when
Wait, was it
MIBR did a great
2024
job
the
contacting
Pacific
on
had
top
the
of that
longest tech
ramp,
pause?
right? They used the
And then
Viper
had
wall,
quite
they
a
went for
lot.
the contact. You talked
Every
about
year
that
they
big
just
photo.
take it in
As
turns.
soon as they saw, you know, the
Pacific was
first shot to make, that's kinda like a
2024.
flash.
They
I'm
had
blind, I'm gonna
the
have to fall back.
6-hour tech
NRG
pause.
really just
EMEA,
gave that fake space.
they had
for
the
MIBR.
4-hour
Take
tech
over
pause.
heaven, you're trying
Was
to
it
hold
4?
that spot.
Was it 3
And any
hours?
type of
Something
util that
around
they're
that.
trying to use to make sure that they clear it towards the
then
spawn side
now,
or whatnot, it found zero
America's
value.
done.
So NRG's spacing is actually very good too, to ignore
Kiko bought it with him.
the util being thrown on the
actually.
attack side so they can just punish it right after.
Yeah, the idea, I think that round from the beginning for NRG was safe, right? 4 in mid. If you even saw anything, there's a simple trade there.
Never.
Yeah, they were definitely moving as a pack
I'm
just to ensure quite a bit of damage that round.
I'm
Is the
gonna
fold
bring up. What's he
perfect,
making
Max?
now?
That's the question.
The
Do
bow?
the corners meet? Because if they don't, why?
I'm gonna bring up my concerns again for the road show. Playoffs stage 1 or 2, can't remember which. They go on the roads, they go to different countries, and they're gonna do a broadcast from a new venue that they haven't done broadcast from before. Stage 2, I guarantee you that's gonna be a rough couple of weeks.
What are you gonna do?
At least now
Might be a lot of tech pauses. If you think we got a lot of tech pauses here,
on that first map when we
we
talked
are
about
in trouble.
being new IGLs going to, or newer IGLs, newish, having a little bit of experience for both Ethan and for Vernon.
Damn, bro, it's talking in tech pauses bacon. You seeing this?
Both of these teams coming out with their first
Admins need to slam the hammer down.
So sometimes you're going to have to overthink here for the side
I
of
told you I had
Ethan
to sit there in
Vernon.
silence.
And will that actually
Way too many smiles
the
on this
value
team
that
for
you
my
bring in terms of
liking.
Firepower, but so far for Ethan, no, he's looking
That's
very
right.
comfortable right now on
I'll
that
type
stage.
it instead. Dude, YouTube, for God's sake.
They are indeed. They are indeed.
But they're going to need to do a lot of work right now to make sure that they're staying on
You get to
top
talk if you
of
win a
one another
trophy.
to
That's
try to at least close out the series
honestly,
if they can for
that's
the
a
side
good
of NRG.
comeback. I'll give you
If
that.
not, MIBR trying to push us onto Breeze. Breeze will be a very fun one as well to look at if we get there.
Well, as they keep the vibes up, jumping around on the map on stage for this tech pause, we are going to make the most of this and turn this into a tech pause. That's pause. P-A-W-S. So if you're here in the studio, you got to get out your phones.
Have to get up and take the pictures of the
bunnies.
bunnies.
But if you're at home, take a picture of your pets and put it out there to hashtag VCT Americas. I'm actually grabbing mine right now.
I've got one somewhere, right? It's on Twitter. One of you guys do
go
it.
ahead, Vance. Take it
Then
away.
they're your
I gotta
pets.
find a picture.
Meow Wolf.
Actually, I have one of Desmo right here under my PC.
That's your cat's name.
Desmo. Yes.
Zero fight with a tier 1. Appreciate the 22 months.
It is named
Thank
after
you for doing that.
Ducati
Thank you.
motorcycle. Sick. Because he purrs very loud. It was a fitting.
Basically, the new informal rule is you're not allowed to talk about the game. Oh, that's a good way of doing it.
Is my cat.
And they just listen in and tell you if you talk about the game. It's pretty good.
Cat.
How's my VFL going? I don't know, man. I can't really gauge it. I think bad.
Boom.
But
cat sent over the
it's hard when
and you should too.
Every kind of player gets 3 games done.
We were able to continue to talk about this this second
I
map
don't
too,
really know, man.
Now
but a lot of my players
showing
maybe
up
aren't
as
reaching a
this
few of these
duelist
best of 5s,
He's
which
been
I should
not
have.
necessarily quiet because when it comes down to watching that last week performance that he had, he didn't put up the huge numbers in, but at the same time, he just has enough aura that there's so much respect given to him.
TMB?
Oh my God,
Oh,
you forget other people as well.
It's crazy.
I hope so, but I don't think so. I looked at his team. He's doing good for best of 5 hitters. Okay, let's get back into it. It's just Nico.
Just going to farm orbs, but the thing is, there's nobody really rolling a default.
Zuna, yeah, I have Zuna as well. He's not doing great.
So it's very hard for them to go back.
But surely they beat whoever they play next.
Just maximize these orbs.
Wait, who do they play?
Maybe picked up by Mata here.
I think I remember looking at it being like they're going to lose this.
But that is confirmation now after orb being picked up, and you have
Gen G. Oh, they're going to lose that.
The MIBR are just looking to slow things down on that mid take, which is why you're cycling util this time around for energy. Snakebite already out. You're going to go smoke to smoke. And then gun out for Brock to try to mow some players down here on the Stinger.
He gets the ecos.
If there's any contact here, we're going to see Brock util through that smoke. Stinger fall back. Both of them playing the same thing. Oman. Oh, little cat and mouse there. And Tex gets his head blown off as he tries to come up the rope. Mazzino checking for Kiko, and he does find him. But Kiko gets some great info that they're still just trying to default around the map here towards the B side.
Yeah, special deliveries going to do a lot again. Oh, never mind. Just brings it across the wall, but at least found information. This is still going to be a finish for MIBR towards this B side. They already have 3 players there for energy, so this should be an easy one. Gives me a chance here to just commend on Scuba's mechanical skills to be able to fall back the way he did after he's getting hunted down so quickly by 4 players.
The wherewithal to turn around for the quick kill, knowing it's still an escape.
Yeah,
right?
they got one.
Your timing's
so good.
They did get one. Everyone else survives.
Scuba
low armor, 16.
Clean up a second round here.
I imagine he doesn't rebuy armor, but you never know.
Talked about this, how many they were able to convert, and how strong energy has been on the bonus. So let's see if MIBR can really take it to him on this one.
Yeah, because also when you're looking at what energy brings out, winning pistol round, getting a bonus to get rounds where they have a lot of rifles on their side too.
Yeah.
But now that they haven't lost too many players in the process though for the side of energy, it's going to say what they had. Stingers, Judge, Bulldog.
We got to check. Whatever's going wrong, we got to change it. We got to change that PC out.
I heard it from the crowd before I saw it on the screen. Hiya! Quick little tech pause coming in here. Oh, hope it's quick. Round by round. Round by round. All right. And Jonah P said 3rd map, so I'm ready for that.
I'm sorry?
Jonah P said 3rd map.
Yeah, guaranteed,
he is considered that we are guaranteed a 3rd map here on Debris.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at what MIBR is pulling out right now as their composition is something that's fairly known as well in terms of how you run things.
Do you know what the problem is?
Some teams going into 2026
just gear, apparently.
Find the meta too, especially with Timotino for 100 Thieves, with how you're just pinpointing players that you just want to isolate and kill, going into like the shorty dash kills that he does very, very well. And it's fun to see that going into place, but the MIBR comp is still a sure lock right now to
what
does
that
this
mean?
very,
I mean,
doable on their side.
Could be anything, to be honest.
Just as Fraud mentioned in the coach, or in the between map interview with Emily, you just got to play your own game, focus on what the game plan was. You understand where you're going to play against your opponents too. If you're going to play against the Waylay as a coach and you're watching these Vons and you're trying to prep for these, you already know the gaps that the Waylay is going to take when she's going to dash. How much more in terms of meters of like 5-10 with the saturate when she's going to throw that, right? So you could space yourself quite well to avoid that utility and fight back right after, which is something that Furia did excellently versus Sentinels in that upset match.
Yeah. That was a professional observer cat, by the way.
Wait, Riv's cat has the same beard as him.
That's
crazy.
Cat. That's right. A big old Maine Coon. Who do we got here? Samso Kun's cat. Amazing. The tech paws are coming through. We love it. All right, we do need some dogs, though.
No, it's okay.
Where are the dogs?
I am a dog person, but I just like animals in general.
Oh my God!
Oh, nice, dude.
The guinea pig.
Even better.
That looks like a little snap pea. There we go.
Smiling at the same time.
Look at the flannel.
Puppy eyes. Less puppy eyes.
There is a treat in the hand on the other side of that picture.
Sab is staring straight into my soul.
What?
Yeah.
Is that cat radiant?
Yeah, probably, because he's looking at the play we just failed.
Dude, left-handed on the mouse, though. Are we okay?
What with that smoke?
That sounds like a duo game between you and I.
Hello. Do you have games on your phone? This is good. This is how we spend the tech pause, ladies and gentlemen.
That's your concern? I mean, people play like that.
That has to be Lhasa Apso, Shih Tzu. Love those. Those used to be my dogs. Hard to own a dog now. My wife's unfortunately allergic to dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, that's the look I give you when you say that. You don't have a dog, what?
Hey, I'm living vicariously through these pictures.
Oh, the loaf feed? We love a good loaf. Loafing.
What? Oh, when the cat looks like a loaf of bread?
Yes.
I see.
Oh my gosh. Fly.
Tumnus is doing what I'm doing, snoozing over this tech pause.
Look at that.
Watching the watch party?
So
That's
good.
sick.
Actually, that's live, right? Because that split right there. That was just a couple of seconds ago.
That is, and that's what we're doing currently as we wait. But we do have our pros to explain their in-game names.
Getting wrecked in TFT. 34 HP.
Thank you so much for all the pause.
There's a straight 8th, man. There's no recovery there.
Okay, so my in-game name. So I just put my my last name because that's
Back
why
in Ixtal? Might be Ixtal, yeah. It might be a fast, actually. You're right.
School at the time. So like Valorant came out and I had just changed schools. And there was already an Eduardo in the class. So they started calling me by my last name, and that was the first time it ever happened. So I thought it was cool that I put my last name as my IGN, because again, I didn't really think it through a lot, so that's it.
So the history of my IGN narrate, pretty much it just comes from, I used to have this name called Underrated. Like that was just my name in game and stuff. And I didn't like it because I just thought it was like too long to say. It's not a good name, to be honest. So I was making music at the time and I just want to find like a shorter version of that. So I just found the word narrate out of, you know, rated, like underrated. I just found rate out of that and then made narrate. And obviously it relates to music, so I just thought it was a good name. And then the 4 is just because I'm really awesome and cool and I just like pressing numbers.
The story behind my IGN is pretty simple. I wanted to be a try-hard back in Call of Duty days. I wanted something short, Apex. Everybody had Apex, so it's Apex backwards with an extra P and an A.
I played on like a minigame server, and there was like a community on it. I had friends with the president, the senator, the mayor, and then I made myself the governor. Got rid of the because it was cleaner, but you know, it's something that stuck. A lot of people think it's from like The Walking Dead, but it's nope, not that. Even though that would be easier than saying all this. Yeah, it's from The Walking Dead. Done. Maybe I should just lie, but yeah.
It's pretty random, honestly. My name used to be Virtue. Then everybody called me Vert anyway, or Verty, so I just made it that, and we're here now.
It's kind of just something that came from the saying of he's popping off or this guy's popping or whatever, anything like that. Whenever I played CS, it always was a kind of common thing that I'd hear, so that's the main reason.
Oh, my IGN, my real name is Timothy. And my grandparents used to call me either Timo or Tino. And so I just took both those nicknames, put them together, and that was it. That's how I came up with it.
So in German, Meister means like master of something. And then my initials, like my real initials, are EG. So it's just like Eggmaster, kind of.
It's just like something I saw and I was like, that's cool name.
So it's like really no story to it. When I was like 9 years old, like I played Minecraft like competitively, like PvP, like Bad Lion. Like I feel like a lot of players might know what that is if they came from it. And my name was Big Fry 15. And then Minecraft made it where like you can change your name. And I'm like, you know what, I'm done with this name. Like I don't know why I made this my name. And I joined a random Minecraft server and I typed in chat like, what should I make my Minecraft name? And some guy named Untitled MC, and his name's Kevin, I think. I like catch up with this guy like every like 2 years or something. Like he'll just randomly message me like, holy crap, you're a pro. He was just like, bro, koala noob. And I'm like, you know what? Like for some reason in my head, like my 10-year-old head, I'm like, I love it. And yeah, I just became koala noob.
Dude, Big Fry 15? That's kind of sick. You should have kept that, surely.
So where does Vansili come from?
So I used to play this mod in Quake 3 called Urban Terror. So it's kind of like looks kind of like Counter-Strike. And I had two teammates of mine called Vendetta and Vinsanity. So I wanted to have like a cool VAL end name. And then I watched a movie called Enemy at the Gates, which was all about snipers.
Banger movie.
2003. Sorry, I'm old. I know, I'm a dinosaur.
Nah, it's a banger though.
But I was a sniper for my team. So I said, oh, instead of being Vasily, I'll just add an N in there, and I became Vansili.
So you're an op crutch.
Not anymore, because I can't opt for Bam in this game.
Fair enough. That's really cool. It's always fun to see where people get their names from because it's
Big
something
Fry
it's
15, yeah,
ingrained in
dude.
them, right?
I'm still stuck on that.
Like
That's a sick
Motto,
one.
But it's actually Adam. It's
Adam,
your name, you know? A lot of them coming out of the TAC FBS scene would just turn your name around. I mean, that's my name.
Reckon he's getting an EPC?
Oh,
that's good though. It should be fixed after this.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I used that. I just did.
Have you had
it's
multiple?
Like, cool, that one that's really good.
Yeah. Have you had multiple evolutions of your aliases until one actually stuck? I guess you did because you finished with Rivington.
No, they'd always just change to something super random for the current time.
Yeah.
And then after Pixel, nothing really stuck until Riv or Rivington.
Yeah.
Would you want to qualify for EMEA Upper Finals? I don't care, man. Whoever's good enough.
And then I went
so
over
then nobody liked you.
Yeah, basically.
Whoever's good
and then
enough.
I went on to Shocky, Shockwave, and then Vansili, and that's
cool. Cool. Yeah. Got it.
Did you see Fury already?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like this will be a 2-0, man.
He is so deep inside, he doesn't even have that screen anymore.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
This guy, everything,
That's
every
a cop-out. That's not a cop-out, Bacon.
Even
I want the best teams to go.
From the man himself. So we're just getting that sorted out. Thank you so
Dude,
much.
I thought it was Zekon's
for your
PC. Why is there another one?
This. Get the right client open for this man so he knows what he's hearing and seeing. And we're going to get back in the game. We are on that bonus round again to see if NRG can bring themselves over that finish line to keep the strength going from map to map here. Already a 13-6 first map. If you missed it,
Already 100 feet and now the favorites win second slot. I'm not sure about that one.
Showing us the Tahoe comp and how they just continue to push through with those double initiators. But we'll see what they got in here on Split. Both teams showing us what they have here in 2026.
Some pressure of the unknown as
Need
well
more
for
Sliggy
the
law?
side of MIBR.
Yeah, my name's Steven Liggy, so I just put it together.
If you're looking at Split,
So, I love that one, bro. The fact that when people found out my name wasn't Steven Liggy is awesome.
Was during the Red Bull home grounds, as we mentioned
Confirmed?
before.
Yeah,
But the
it's
comp that
confirmed.
they brought in was actually Kiko playing like a the Killjoy, if I'm not mistaken, so switching around between
You genuinely
KJ and
believed
Omen,
it.
depending on the maps.
So good.
And that in itself wasn't a real test into NRG trying to work a new meta going into the offseason. Bonkar mentioned it in a conversation with an independent interviewer, which is some entry Andre.
Got it.
So they were talking about it where he was also mentioning where it was more of like a team building
Fish 1, 2,
exercise
3.
and
That's
moment
always
and
the
event
spin and
for
mixed
Kiko
team,
to
man.
just be accustomed and acclimated to the team. Because outside of that Red Bull home grounds, all
Ever
the
since
practice that was
CS
done
days.
was still him playing at the 100 ping while he's still trying to work his visas coming into North America here. So it gives them a chance to get to know each other quite early and then just create a little bit of a brotherhood, friendship. You're already seeing it from the pictures. It's like a trio right now between Mata, Scuba, and also Kiko. Just being the bad boys now on the NRG socials.
Gonna be minimal sleep. Yeah, I do actually need the 2-0 at this rate.
Getting acclimated and now
Either that or we're
building
just
your
staying
team,
up all
building your
night.
strats, building your meta, and now going with a whole different composition that throws MIBR potentially for a loop right now to have to rethink.
Yeah, and if the coaches are true to their word, like GB says, it's always said they're playing their game the way they practice. It's what keeps them comfortable.
Wait, replaying them getting an EPC?
What helps MIBR
Oh, we're back?
push
Holy.
into this bonus round so they can get themselves on the board. Here
Thank
we
you
are,
for golf claps.
back in. Thank you so much for your patience. VCT Americas is live once
Sit
again.
up, yeah, bro. I was sinking into that chair.
MIBR, and they flex a little towards B. Last time it was leaving Mazzino. Now they're going to leave Zekin, which means a little bit more of how this strat's going to play out.
And remember, this is a bonus round for NRG. So already when you have Ethan pushing out and breaking that boom bot, you're now forcing MIBR to make the next play. And they're playing a slow default right now on their side, expecting an NRG push, which is why you kind of have players just on the extremities watching for these pushes. But as it continues to stay super quiet, which has been the name of the game for NRG, at least for the first few rounds, MIBR will have to go for
like they want to gamble.
The blind hit into a site and hoping that the util is good here to
Time worries me a little bit. 50 seconds, we haven't grouped up yet.
Yeah,
Still got a little 1-1, so we got options. Drone goes over towards B, or it might work out well if they want A split now. They see one over towards B main, gonna keep the 3-person lean. It's an easy call.
And also with the time remaining, so you have 30
They
seconds
still hit
left.
B even though they got seen by the drone. I'm not sure about that one.
And they still see Zekin here. You don't have a TP anymore for that Yoru, so you're probably just gonna think that they're gonna split into this B site. So they have the perfect read now with the numbers for NRG on the high-low crossfires.
3 in sight. Ethan still has a flash in the back, so they can get back into the fight. Dodging the first one, and Ospas has already got us off to the races. Somehow NRG are finding 2 to answer 3 now. And they're keeping it quiet still. There's almost no action, and NRG is just hiding in the shadows, waiting for the peaks from MIBR. Yeah, and it's going to be an NRG round just like that.
Yeah. Ethan is amazing right now. And
I mean, yeah, Ethan did incredible.
What really helped here, NRG.
Another bonus, pistol into a bonus, yeah. They, feels weird to do this. They at least tried to sell that they were going to go to A by showing the Viper, but this was an easy one, personally.
Pure advantages of fragging IGL that you have now for NRG's arsenal.
He still had that flash in hand too. I was like, I don't even need it. We're just gonna go ahead and clean this up. 7-0, not a problem. Seeker's ready. And that previously they had Scuba's ult to get into vents on Abyss early because of his ace. Now they have another big ultimate early and ready to stop MIBR. Whether they use it or not for the low buy, they might just go for the throw on MIBR's next buy.
There is a rifle though for Zekin. Small shield with a Phantom, and he's looking for the opener here. Getting one hit would be perfect for them to move into the next round. They could still buy in the next. Will have Dimensional Drift. Does get the dink onto Ethan. Unfortunately, that will not result into an orb and not into any map space at all here for MIBR as well.
So he's using Mata now just to get a bit more space and clear that back because he's so low.
One goes over towards B, spots one.
They already heard the Judge and Vents, walked right away from Scuba once they heard him take down the dog, or the Prowler rather. Now they're going to work it towards B. A little bit of a lurk from Zekin on this one.
Seeker's going to go all the way through. This guy can run behind and take the space.
Can they get into defensive position quick enough?
They got a small window where maybe they can still hit the site. They called to cancel on this one. They go towards mid. They go back to the Seekers. 30 seconds.
So much
Fnatic?
space. Yeah, they're looking.
Is this you?
Oh, he's going to clean blindside them with his timing. Chooses the last one and is going to back off to play his life. Great pressure from Mata.
20 seconds left, though. NRG's overreading that. It's a hit from Vents to A, and finally, here comes the clone up.
15 seconds.
They have separated the B site. Just a little bit. You're right, it could be the reason MIBR gets the ground they need. Ethan goes down from the damage earlier. That headshot over at A pays off. They just have to be careful for the return fire from Kiko.
Dude, how can my B anchor, whoever it is just an absolute monster?
It's only the head of Mata, and it can't be taken off.
Wasn't even
Beautiful
that
job
bad.
there coming around. Actually, that was ahead of his teammate, but still another round for NRG.
Yeah, I mean, even Kiko already did an excellent job anchoring up on that site. Trying to figure out if it was going to get backstabbed in the front. He had a head on a swivel looking back towards that pillar, back towards Heaven.
Why did the Seekers went out and they didn't expect the
Heaven,
PK,
there's no
but
time left. I can hide around the pillar and then just win this off time for the team.
Jeez.
Looked good here for MIBR with that last second hit because it really felt like NRG overread and overthought the scenario.
I mean, yeah,
but
you can try, Ivy.
around both Ethan and Kiko so far.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you to put a Viper in there if there's no Viper.
Excellent.
It does seem like unless the anchors move, they're still in a very advantageous position, even if they have the leaners going left and right between sites on the defensive side.
It's perfect timing with the Skydog, by the way.
Trying to put
Clear everything over towards A. No one close enough to know for sure that they've cleared this as well.
So again, NRG can move early. This is just like having that
3-person
Seekers
stack.
almost. Just
This guy's pretty close as well. Oh boy, Fatal goes in.
So here comes the ult. Then you take full map
Salvo,
Nightfall,
Astrosuck.
Molly's over top, so they're committing their lineups. They're committing everything here. Zekken's already made it back.
Nice flash,
able to clean up too and bring hell straight to the doorstep
You know
of
your
NRG.
X-X good if you just own 3
Scuba's
people on
only
site.
able to get a
Some lovely
one
Yori
kill
flashes
here, so
there.
4 members in sight for MIBR.
Yeah, somehow the Nightfall got a lot of value here. Lots of tethers that you saw around that site.
Flash? Was it Team Flash?
And that just allowed
Oh, it might
MIBR
have
to
been.
very quickly tempo into the site.
I thought it was a Yori
Catch
flash.
some players off
You guys
guard.
might be
Op
right.
shot misses, and that will be Mata forcing to save that. So the first time that you're showing the op, that'll keep MIBR ready going into the next round, knowing that they have to watch out after Mata now, having to utilize very early util to try to spot where the opera will be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why
Ivy,
you're
it's fine.
playing this composition. We just talked about the differences here. Having Prowlers, having the Boom Bot. It'll give you a chance right now to really work around that map and maybe avoid Mata in the first place, or try to find ways to punish him on top of that if you realize where the opera is going to be posted up on the next round.
There was no Yori assist.
Nicely
Oh, okay, then it's
executed
a Team
onto
Flash.
B. MIBR knew exactly what they were doing there, and I think it also shows a little bit of the trust, as
Yeah,
Jonathan
you're right.
was
He has no
mentioning,
flash
that
for this
MIBR
one.
was lacking
Oh,
in the
he
last
tried to
map.
tuck it round the
They knew
corner.
that site was taken. They believed that hell would be covered, and you see everybody else's eyes fixed on
Devastating.
the priority angles that are then becoming a threat. So very nicely done.
It was a good replay, man. Good to see it
Well,
just
they only had to use
just
the
pop here.
Nightfall. That was the only thing that was available for them in the last round for MIBR. But Zekken getting that space and getting the kill. That's dimensional drift available right now. This is actually great looking at MIBR's next couple
Picking
of
the
rounds.
right side on this
They're
one as
looking
well.
to
Ethan's
five-man
just
hit
on his
once
own.
again, using potentially this ult from Zekken.
Ooh, that's
think
good though. Got
They're
rid of the
crushing into the
TP.
op maybe and trying to take it offline.
You still
Great
got
way
to
to
do a
spot the
lot over
info as
towards
well.
site.
Yeah.
This gives space for Osbos. He gets a pick. That's a showstopper available for him as well. And now Ethan is anchoring once again.
It's unlucky, man. I felt like Ethan did really well considering the situation here. Got a
Completely
little
controlled.
unlucky with the
Tex gives him a
spam.
little bit to work with on the ramp as he eats that
Insta-save.
backs up. And the util
We
here,
might have a map here.
not fantastic for the side of NRG to get back
Right
into the
upside
site.
X,
They're
X
going
have
to
been
start
nice.
backpedal right away.
Oops.
So you currently have
The main reason why
what we
though.
praise energy for the
6
last
max.
couple of
Thanks so
rounds
much for
on
the
the
Prime,
anchor
man.
plays
Appreciate the
from
7
both
mums.
Ethan and Kiko from round to round.
Yeah, we'll see what
the
happens,
last
dude.
two, though,
Thank
they
you for that
had
as well.
perfect setup for numbers into the B side. I think they had 3 players there,
Aspas?
but all of them
Yeah,
got hit
Def
by the
is rough,
Nightfall.
yeah.
This time, Ethan's playing solo towards the A site, trying to flash and go for a play, but it's also punished.
Pulse MX, thank you so much
now
for the
it'll
Prime as
have
well.
to be
Thank you. The
Energy
14
trying to
mums.
figure out if they want to slow down that tempo, maybe give up a little bit more space. We
Yeah.
talk about how good the Waylay and the Teo is on the Flood
Say about the
retakes.
C9 storm.
That might be a different look now coming in for Energy in the next few rounds.
The showstopper through killer
got
death.
snowballed pretty
Ospas
heavy.
now has ultimate.
I think
They
they're definitely
continue
in
to
a
push
different
just
tier.
a little bit on the extremities. Oh, to see if they can find that. Found it.
It did.
KOP as well.
Vizino
Thanks
goes
so much for the
down,
15 mums.
and Mata
Thank you, the
gets another
Prime.
one. The speed they're also working at really negates the op wanting to stand still too. So I like the up pace by MIBR.
Yeah, so now you get to keep it. Mazzino has his ult going to the next round, and we see some plays, at least on Corrode, when they're trying to TP all the way back through defender spawn and trying to crunch through and go for that pincer maneuver. Could be something that's very doable this time around, especially when you have Ospas and Zekken grouped together with Mazzino at this point. Op is moving on that side. The Boom Bot is trying to clear it out first, though.
Big round.
I like that it's the buddy system and Kiko breaking that down, hoping to see somebody else swing behind that Boom Bot where Mata could get the kill with the op. But he hasn't shown that hand yet, so MIBR, it's still question marks of where that op could be.
Double star as well here from Kiko. Feeling like they may need to stop something right away as focus goes to mid.
Oh, Ethan's got to do a
Really,
lot
the
again.
focus should be on A. Guiding Light doesn't actually tag anything. They were still hiding behind the wall, but the Prowler will give up a bit of this strategy.
Dog's gonna confirm a lot
Double.
though.
There we go. Absolutely confirmed.
Double, and was
They're
one
gonna
of them the
quickly
fade?
drone the side of B just so
Hedging check.
NRG can make the final correct move here if they have to rotate. And this
The
is
pressure over
also
towards
that time
AC
that
numbers in
MIBR starts
reaction,
to
drone
activate.
plays over towards
It
B
almost
so
looks
they
like
can
they
shift
wanted
one
to try to
over,
go
have
for heaven
3
in
over
first
towards the
place. They can try
site.
to leverage a showstopper from heaven
VP for
into A.
default,
But
looking
now
like a
finally
nice
with the
X-Sec.
TP flash,
Oh,
Hans.
that's a good Viper molly.
Lots of util to try to get in.
Fake TP?
Fake TP? We
Going
don't
back
have
and
any
forth, they're trying to waste
extra...
out that util on
Okay,
the side of
Aspas
the
is going
defense
to send
first
it.
for Energy, and there is that hit. Nothing to stop him this time around.
Omenort back
On
inside.
in. Oh, little
Gets
bump
the
on the
info,
bump
so he
on
knows
the
that he can
glass
just
back.
ult
They
the guy back
collide
to
with
site.
each other there, and it slows down the hit. Scuba and team are ready
X
to
kills
receive.
everything.
MIBR have to work a little bit harder to get this one to go through now. They're still just breaching the site after a few times of entry. First miss leaves Scuba alive. He gets to create more problems in the back of the site. He's still alive.
That's
Scuba
alive.
still alive. Finally gets taken down. And they got 12 seconds. 12 seconds. That's the final kill they needed.
Spike as well at
What
the end
a
here.
scatterbrain round coming in there.
You gotta
once
give it to
the ult couldn't get
NRG.
through from the
This is
showstopper.
like
Yeah, you
3
can see there
rounds that
from
they've won
Scuba,
off the
he was
back
just
of
trying
ults,
to
but the ults
find
have
when
been very
that
nice.
person inside that A site was going to get behind him, so he's just very similar to what was happening before for Kiko. Looking
And then the
back
3
and forth in that
rounds made
180
sure that
degree,
they
and finally
go
there's
down
been
to an
enough
eco.
pullback
2 can't buy
to allow
properly.
here Scuba to fall down. Op shot was beautiful, but in the end, they were in prime position to trade off each other, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah,
that they lost
MIBR?
that
I don't
spike.
even know what I said, to be honest.
Just
Did I really
as
say
I mentioned
NRG then?
before, I love that look from MIBR. Tried to go quick,
I meant
trying to fake
MIBR.
out that it's a plow into the site. You wasted out 2 waves of util on the defense for the side of NRG, and then you actually go for the hit. So very nicely done.
Regular pause.
Oh, thank God.
Team pause. This is the timeout coming in.
Yeah, normal pause.
And we'll get most likely from
good news for
NRG, to figure
NRG,
out
and I
what
do
the
mean to talk
hits
about them this
from
time,
MIBR
is
are doing that are so
ult
effective.
cycle's
and I
pretty
think
far
that
away
speed
now.
is one of them. They're doing a good job of also making B main think there's something there all the time, and somebody has to stay in B, taking one away from that A side as it gets hit constantly.
Yeah. The timeout's important as well for this side of NRG, because now at this point, the tides have turned. The ults are actually more available on NRG's side, as you can see at the bottom of the screen now. Kiko with a big ult for retakes. Mada that could stall a lot with his slow field, and also Scuba with the ult. What I like as well from the looks of NRG is we've seen against Cloud9, they don't really necessarily always use ult for big pops for site hits. They also use big ults for just map control, as the slow field from Mada is one of those key points that really slowed down that 4-1 setup that C9 tried to take over the
Go for the oldest Radiant. Dude, there must be people older than me that are Radiant.
That's why you could see here they're not really trying to go for any type of trap plays. They're still trying to focus on their own look at the beginning on how to default.
There it is.
Map control in that part.
Just like you called it, trying to get back into a position for themselves, and it's completely negated.
Off a clone.
Off that clone, off himself, he gets back into the gate
Don't get
crash.
too much from that one.
So while that position is lost,
I do like
you got
at the
path, so
moment
it feels
MIBR are very good at
there.
like
Towards mid,
it's a lot of
we'll still give
1-3-1s.
ourselves the first
But
blood.
every time there's
Spamming smoke.
util over towards the
Nice
side,
timing
it's
there.
making sure that
And just
there is
waiting as long
pressure.
as he can before he
Sky
puts the snake
Flash
back
goes
down,
over
so that
towards
also cancels
A,
out the
doesn't hit
paranoia.
anything.
He's almost able to get out. Has his
playing
secondary
against
exit
the,
though, and a saturate and
Skywell.
just backpedal.
Just a very nice chess match from both of these teams in terms of depleting utility.
And
Comes
Tree,
down now
thanks so much for
again
the
to
prime.
those fundamentals, which
Thanks
is
for
why
the
you're
8
seeing
months.
in MIBR group a lot more. 3 players now contact play on the top of that B heaven side, where it's being watched at the bottom from Brock with his Bulldog.
No noise made just yet, so they're wondering if this is a ruse, if something's happening. A main control isn't just there off the rip for them. As the sky starts to rotate, it's going to be the hit coming in from MIBR. The smokes make it difficult, but Scuba still knows where the targets are going to be
They
dropping.
love a little side
And it's just
step.
Mizzino now in sight. As Kiko is still back there. NRG strengthened the correct
no
site and are
rounds
there to
without
make the
ults
play.
at the
It looked
moment
like
for
such a nice
MIBR.
look at the beginning. When you have that Prowler and you're
They're so
shooting
nice
that
with the
Prowler, well,
info on
technically,
the
if
sides,
that
even
flash
though
comes out of the
MIBR
smoke,
are playing
it's
like
gonna
well with the
fully blind
1-3-1s,
Brock.
and then
But
as
they
soon as
didn't
like they've
expect
got
Scuba
info
still
on the
at the
sides, they'll
bottom of
group and
hell,
hit
playing
something.
under the Omen smoke right here, so
Still
he doesn't
so
get
nice.
affected
Sky
by
Flash
any
was pretty
flash.
soon
2 easy
after.
kills for him, which allows even Kiko playing outside in the open
Come on,
towards that
guys.
back of the site to get his one.
In those situations, it seems like MIBR is falling into the lap of energy.
Yeah.
And how they're ready.
Literally, yeah. Gifted kills onto Scuba at that spot in that previous round, but again, it looked good at the very beginning in terms of the macro, though, wasting out that ult and salvo play.
Why do they
There was
buy
still
line
util
armors
left for
so they
Brock
can get
in the mid
as
round.
many Byrons as
Yet
possible?
NRG is still able to anchor up with the buddy system.
And they
inside
never
the
get
stacks.
punished.
Nice little aggression here from Zekin. Dog, saturate, quite a few things used over there towards A by NRG just to re-clear the
Oh,
space. This may
man.
help as they go to B.
The second
as long
one
as
is
they're not
half.
spammed out here, as long as they don't get whittled down before they meet the site.
That'll just get Armageddon.
No, that's the truth, honestly. Brock's had some crazy positionings for that really affect his opponents.
Not this
Osbox
time.
to start it off. Brock sees red
So
himself to
they
start
got
this one.
Astra ult to retake
Looks
this.
like they are going to easily be
Oh,
able to
they go
approach into
fast
the
on
site.
this one. Interesting
Try to
Astra
not give a
ult.
chance here for MIBR to set up in the post plan.
Quickly back in, Scuba and Mata. Both with
Oh.
one win. MIBR don't know which way to
Oh.
walk right now. And it's just Tex left alive. He better have a damn good shot.
Oh, and they held the whole time. Oh my god. This is so nice, bro. How they're so ready.
NRG take back B.
That is just amazing.
That's awesome.
I think at that point it's
and
just
they focus this side as sight, and then he just holds this the whole time while they're dueling. Then Mada takes the timing as well.
Because you're hit by the Nightfall, you're low on HP. What are you going to do with that? You're leveraging your teammate's wall.
God, look at how well Mada did here.
Left and right, just playing the angles.
Oh my
Has a
god.
buddy system on top of that with Scuba watching on top of Heaven so that he could do his
Wow,
thing.
they're so drilled for this. And it's such an unusual ult that the fact that they're like on top of what they're doing just means that they win. I mean, Mada just did insane as well on top of this.
Lots of pings. You're seeing here trying to activate.
I mean, at the moment, whoever uses the ults into the rounds are just winning. It's kind of, I guess, how Valorant should be.
Value for Zekin to open up that hit on that B site.
I don't know if Kiko is actually in range to hear that in the position of the beginning shadow stat.
Oh, they use
he does have two, one for a delay,
2024 Fnatic exec.
And they get by.
I wonder if they do same flash. They must do.
Getting crashed by, and Brock was not expecting the entry into the site, so it's the little things MIBR is starting to win over now that turns NRG for a loop.
Spike planted.
It's a huge opener. Armageddon also once again taken out of the picture within the round.
So, oh, just that jump in. So aggressive. Mada going in by himself. They're so confident in these fights. The swing there would have to have been incredible from his teammate to even help. Zekin's able to punish
Jesus,
now.
Mada, your aim is looking insane.
With that stinger has been going
yeah, lovely little hit.
I
mean, this is
so
just
it's gonna be deadly in his hands as he upgrades.
The Fnatic.
But MIBR do get through the round. Not too scrappy on kills, but they do lose a few.
Yeah, still 2 out of 2 out of Zekin to get value on his TP.
Yeah, Zekin's doing great. I mean, every time he entries and actually gets to take his TP over towards B, he's just killing people.
Towards that pillar. You know it's clear. You could TP out in the open. Get that
the flashes from both sides look good.
It was just to counter that flood out from that B site main take from MIBR.
I feel like we're seeing enough stuff where the double duelist might get played on more maps. Zekin looks very comfy.
Maybe MIBR now. Well, actually, let's hold that thought. There's a little bit more aggression coming out here in terms of util. Zekin finding a lot of info in his dimensional drift. Here. Trying to stop
Oh,
Rock
he ain't
right
got too much time. Can he get over towards spawn?
MIBR a little bit, but they know they can run.
No way! He's got a classic for it.
Smokes gets taken down as he gets chased down by the dimensional drift here. Mada quickly acting to take down the lurk. Can they focus towards mid? Is the or towards site now is the question. It looks like they're actually going to meet up all the way on the outside for a late flank. Nope.
6-4.
That's a turn by Ethan. They say
oh,
no.
Ethan's saving.
Yeah, it's hard. A 3 versus 4.
Just do damage, save your ults for the next round, secure it.
MIBR. I mean, they
the
still have
play.
Flashes, they still have the haunt. Just trying to make it potentially expensive on the exits for the side of MIBR, but the money is also not the best. You see Scuba
Magnet,
and
I'm
Kiko.
tired, but not that
It's
tired,
not
man.
for
Come on.
these they're going to have a broken buy. So keeping these 2 weapons are going to be super important. Ethan still keeping a lot of his util. Could really drop that a rifle for his teammates right after.
Oh, clean. The drone's one of the only things that found him salvation for a moment there.
Aspas made to jump at him.
Doesn't like they're gonna get
Oh,
the swing
thank you for that.
6 to 5
Who's hacking my PC, man? Oh god, you're actually hacking my PC. I can't move my thing.
So one of them will have a broken buy in the end if you don't have a drop. That is surprising. Playing with that classic on top of that. Why the MIBR classic, I guess, at that point? I mean, usually you have a shorty or something to come out of the TP.
I did my ult with a classic instead of a shorty, and I still won.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Just like riding a bike. He knows what he's doing.
Help a girl out, would you?
He also probably knows he can affect Kiko as the smoker because he knows
Lot
what
of
Ash is
ults
going
on
to
this.
want to be doing in those situations.
And you see here in this round, Ethan still only has that 1 flash, and he's already used it to try to find early information towards his ace line. So you have to drop.
Trap play with. Oh god, this could be insane.
Looking to fight back Armageddon with a trap play.
Protecting the saturate's going to
Okay,
cause
salvos.
MIBR to have to swing out, and that's right into the hands
Lock
of
him into the salvos.
NRG.
Dude, I thought we were
as they
gonna.
move through that B main area. 2 members left here in Zekin and Tex. They can get the job done. It's going to be difficult though. Tex is going to be on that search. Goes for the ult right away. I thought he might be seen for a moment. Instantly dropped by Ethan. And this is going to be a tough one. 1 flash, 1 gate crash.
But it's Zekin.
This is the moment we've asked for on the switch to MIBR. What is the duelist going to be able to provide?
It's impossible to win when they use util like this.
The dual fire of NRG. They are too fast. And Zekin goes down. 7th round here for NRG in the first half.
And that one flash from Ethan used towards that A side that gets no contact is like, well, they got to default towards B. Go for that trap play. You can even play the game on that B side with the Armageddon salvos and also the Saturate. Look at this. What can you do?
Pushed out Armageddon in, so they have to take the fight. K-Ho coming in later.
Yeah,
and
so
layering
nice.
is absolutely
I mean, they could have doubled down with Waylay ult, but
from
this
NRG,
is
and we'll see if they
still
can
really
continue
nice. Yeah.
As we come back from break.
Saturate, too strong. Any tips for watching Fade at the moment? I mean, just watch some players, man. Honestly, Starzo might be one of the better ones to watch right now. His Fade util is really good at the moment. There's a couple of good like set XX stuff that you could do and use in ranked, I guess, if you're talking about ranked. The Liquid bonus round that they did. Was it a bonus round or was it a pistol round? Pistol rounds that they did recently was good. EU? Yeah, EU's a great Fade also. People have got Fade down, man. Just watch some people. Envy? Yeah, Envy's up there. He's still getting into the Paper X system though. It doesn't look as good as the other two, even though I believe he's a better player. Can almost use my Prime sub, but you can't remember. I'll do it. I'll do it for the next whatever next pause we get. Vnox, thank you so much for the Prime as well. Thank you so much, Noah. Thank you for the 23 months.
NRG now on the attack
appreciate you, man.
side to see the pain that they can bring here. Up by 2, 7
Who do I think is the best Waylay right
they
now?
have one map under their belt
Between Madder and Timotino.
So we'll see how fast they come out gunning on this first round.
It's interesting when you're looking at the scoreboard as well. You're almost thinking sometimes the Yoru as your secondary duelist is going to be the sacrificial lamb.
Problem is you're asking me on a game where he's doing this.
At that point to allow MIBR to fast tempo and allow
I get it. You got me.
on this side. But on defense, as you mentioned, not the best of looks.
Pistols at the moment 2-1.
This is a brand new year. We haven't seen these comps before from both of these teams. Their approach might be different this time around as well for MIBR on defense, where they could try to fight back.
5v5 retake. Brock is the regen shields. They're going to have Astra Star with Astra Suck and Salvos. Kind of got to go a little fast on this one. How much delay can everyone else do? And you would imagine when they take the site, we're going to see them take over towards heaven, so they've got to have someone waiting for that. Which they do.
Here's a take. They just jump into the site. Not too much util to alert that it's going to happen. And it takes him off guard for a moment. Tech's able to hold down ramps. Does he know there's another one? And it's going to be Brock with that
Bro, look at the HP. It's super doable.
Brock is left. And MIBR buckled down here for this pistol round.
Smoke is out. Oh no, tanked a bit of damage here.
Wrong person.
It's just around him. He's drawn a beautiful picture of Mazzino there. Oh my gosh, he gets away with a sliver of hell.
Very, very nice. 2-2 on the pistols.
But it doesn't matter.
Oh my.
Yeah, smoke players, man. Smoke players in clutch.
Down to the wire again with what we saw in terms of scenarios on Abyss. But I gotta say, the look from MIBR was kind of
shout out
nice.
to Tex here. This is very nice. We were super drilled on this as well.
Played, so
3 ghost spawn, 1 wait 7.
When the players are being pressured. And then if they're trying to escape towards the A main, then you have Tex just waiting that up. So it's a nice little trap play that's not as aggressive.
Cosmic in the YouTube chat, appreciate you doing that, mate. Thank you so much. Yes, what's your opinion on Zeppa this year? I mean, if he can keep up this form, then fair play. He's unbelievable. He's doing mad things on a roll that you should be fragging this heavy on.
Mazzino happy to unload a few mags into the smoke. Looks like they're trying to get a check on mid, maybe one last time. Gate crashes there ready for Zekin, but no movements. This is all for the fact that they think NRG is going to pressure soon. with a little bit of this B fake.
I mean, it almost looks like the exact look from MIBR, just with a different comp this time around.
Yeah.
Control that orb towards that side. And
Prowler
maybe towards
over
that
towards
mid.
8.
But instead they're going
Gotta
for the
start
full
considering
rotate.
us towards
After
B
they
here.
haven't been pressured on that side on top mid, when they had the 2 players inserted in the first place, they know that there's no aggression coming out. They could thunderfoot all the way across until they get into this point right here. Walking in a spot is super important because walking or running could be heard right at this angle. So that's why you have to use Boombot right now to clear out space. But even
that
the dog out from Ethan is also going to give you the tell.
Exactly. They're both regaining control of this area. And NRG feels comfortable about that.
Time's pretty low. What are you trying to do? Get broke the orb?
Here's the hit. Quick flash through the wall. Smoke towards heaven now.
20
as
seconds,
is trying to
going to
run
heaven.
on the site with a stinger. What is that? From Zekin. The medium to long range stinger bringing the pain. He finds the third
big
one
fire
on a
rounds.
quick
Let's see it.
And Brock goes down 7-7 for MIBR.
That's why I got to thank the snake bite actually thrown on text as well. So it just melts down your opponents as they tried to go for a 20-second hit, maybe from a mid to B. But they definitely just got stopped across. I mean, actually, the snake bite wasn't even in range. It was just to block the players from running up.
One of them had a bit of raise damage, and the other one just got clapped it. All right, then. 14 and 9 Zekin, bringing out the Yoru like riding a bike for this guy. He's got thousands and thousands of rounds on Duelist and a few hundred on Smoke, so you know he still knows how to do this.
Staying far back is energy this round. It's a bonus for MIBR. You haven't lost too many players in the process, so you just have to wait it out. You're also seeing how you're playing judges on the site for MIBR. You know you're playing against a Wele, so playing
What's the
towards
plan
wall
with this
right now
guy,
is
then?
not going to be the best place to play it. So you're just having Tex use his wall and leverage that as like the tight-knit hold the A ramp. We have a 3-player push on that B side, or sorry, on the mid side for MIBR, just to watch Scuba's, just to watch their teammates back so that Tex can just focus on that A ramp.
That's all he is doing. Just making sure nobody crosses into heaven. And NRG are getting a lot of space for free here.
50 seconds. Got to group up and make a plan.
For him, but it also could be a
Plan
way
is
that they
B
start
split.
off right at the front
Where the
door
stack
of
is.
MIBR's defense, and it looks like getting up in the mailroom might be where they knock first.
I was about to say they almost didn't look.
One pass and fake. Well, I say one pass and fake. I think he did fake footstep, right? Keep him interested.
Right up there. It's obviously going to be a sight from Verno to save himself. Everybody's ready. This actually looks like the strat from NRG, honestly. 3 in sight with him falling in from heaven. But can MIBR have the same result NRG did?
Big jaw here, Mazzino.
Kind of elephant footing on this one, stomping it, and that's going to give a lot of knowledge to Mazzino to do the damage. Scuba's down to 46 HP, and Ethan gets the plant down. Moving into the site very quick, actually, as they get a bit of a heal back.
Oh, they're here so fast.
Oh,
and the little distraction, you think they would be 2 together. Here's still into a bonus.
Verno and Tex coming up with a nice win there.
Interesting smoke being thrown by Mazzino as well, instead of just, well, I mean, usually that smoke being thrown on the top of Mail is supposed to be the attack side, but yeah,
Looking good, yeah, they gambled right on this.
Everybody's running through with the question mark when they come on the other side of the smoke, and you see 2 players setting up at that spot. Top of heaven and also towards the top of stairs.
He escaped the pie! He escaped the pie!
And that's talking about the all-star Osboss escaping the pie.
Okay.
Hey, we all love some pie. This time we avoid it, and it's for a good reason.
At least they're vibing and having fun right now. And also, you're definitely vibing now that you're taking the lead over NRG. It's been so one-sided for the champs team since that first map, 13-6 final score. Now MIBR are looking to trade maps back on NRG's map pick.
And through a Zekin carry at this point, through the way that they're doing the double duelist. Obviously selfless for one of them to go in and kind of create a distraction, but
got ult for next round, maybe this round in terms of retake.
Can work in that fashion.
Could be cool to start seeing the outlaw punish these light armors.
On your heels for this match.
Tough with the Prowler missing as well.
They've been getting away with it for quite a lot.
And they're looking to go for the punish, trying to find their timing.
Mata slowly working up, actually just dodges out.
And a long time.
Oh,
it's good timing, bro. They were both spamming double reloads.
He can't find the timing, but he's giving himself up. They try to take the site. Discipline is cleaned up, and Verno goes down after a kill.
Osboss is turn to shine because his teammates in a dimensional drift, finding information for him.
Oh, yeah, he saw you. Mazzino trying to play a little funky on the ropes here. Second comes out of the dimensional drift. Ospas is already working the site. A double on elbow by himself, and Mazzino's going to go for that defuse and hand it over after half.
NRG timeout incoming. They're about to get their ult cycle at least.
Just paranoia. I'm going to get out of the TP right now to not get punished. And then he just goes for the spray across the board. Just the calls coming out and just the heads-up play from Zekin is really helping MIBR not only take the lead, but maintain the lead, also allowing the defense to take 4 in a row. We talked about it being very difficult for MIBR in the past on the defense, and it's looking quite good right now with how free Zekin is moving around this map.
And you see Verno there at the end of the round getting vocal very quick, knowing they have the momentum and they have to keep it, right? Some ultimates are coming up. They have to work against Ethan's Seekers. And
yeah,
then
last time out for NRG.
Timeout, so they'll have a little bit more time to talk.
Yeah, and just before we saw that, it was, again, a very
yeah, and
vocal
they
Verno.
probably, with the outlaw out, maybe need to start buying the heavy armor as well.
I had to praise the util that was being taken on the side of Energy to allow Mata to get that space on the top of Heaven first, though. When he's inserted in that vent,
MIBR might double duelist every time. Yeah, it'd be cool, dude. If they win this map, it's like a great sign.
Dissipates, you're out of that range.
Especially after getting so wrecked on the first map.
And then Mata will take
it just looks comfier. I mean, Mazzino's got a good omen on him.
Capitalizing on players falling back, exactly. And that would have given a huge advantage for Energy in the start.
They can definitely do it.
Not necessarily whiff it a couple of shots, but maintaining that space so that the rest could tend to
Yori Jet on Breeze, yeah.
Play the buddy system on that trade and take that site was nice. It's just now on the post plant, they're kind of out of position right now, and MIBR is able to take this. This is now 3 retakes.
You just play the same comp, but
that is won by MIBR. So that
this would be Jet and this would be Sova.
Yeah, that situation where
this
they
could
save
be an
themselves,
Astra if he wants to. It's up to him.
Thinking like everything Energy is doing is for a reason, but an aggressive reason. That dog didn't come into clear, so they can come
pretty
in
much
later.
a full
It's
eco
because
for
someone
NRG.
else is right there behind it. Very smart to know that NRG is working off of everything, and that's going to be
he had a chance.
A flashback for both of them, as they do identify that it's going to be Tex up in Heaven. Very quick here by NRG to kind of position themselves again around the orb. Haven't grabbed it, and it looks like they disappeared just from the vision of Mazzino.
At this point, I feel like Ethan should play Teo so that he can get healed by Brock if Brock plays this guy, because he's the one always in contact and being low HP on the actual site hits in the end.
Hey, a good leader gives himself up, right?
True.
Lets everybody else flourish. And not too much of that happening for Energy this round. Nice job by
making plays on Omen as well.
They still read that it's going to be B main. The noise cut didn't confuse anyone, and they quickly take down this low buy from Energy.
It's MIBR that's flourishing so far. Very nice anti-eco against Energy. That was probably a paranoia going into the TP from Mazzino to get these frags. There you go, 2 of them fully blinded.
Yeah, you see it.
Just a right-click classic dash on the side of Mata in the first place, just to try to get Zekin out of that line to allow Energy to fast tempo if they can. But it's just so hard for them to
ult
bottleneck
cycle,
through that
though.
B-site when Mazzino continues to throw these one-ways and being a nuisance right now to the B-site.
He is. We saw him getting 4Ks on Abyss in their previous series. Mazzino, definitely one that can hold his ground, has a very good understanding of the state of the game and what needs to be done. Dang. Mata's so quick with it.
Control the
right
B
now,
main
pushing
as well,
up
so if
the
they
kills
wanted
himself,
to try
right?
to get the
Nobody's
waylay
really
up,
that
they
close
could,
to him.
but
I like this, though.
he's
They
pretty
have to go
busy.
mid and now pressuring towards that A main sign. At least for the defense, but then for Energy,
Two go
they
over
for
towards
the
A, only
Seekers.
one
They
B.
see where the util is at, they see where their opponents are at, and they're trying to go for the push.
He got wrecked by this flash.
too
Still
quick
2 on
there.
site if Zekin can get
First
them.
shots are going to have to just be a distraction for
Second
Insight,
got
and they are
popped.
still crosshairs broken enough for Ethan and Kiko to come in and finish the job.
Yeah,
2
that was
ults.
just a hero play attempted by Zekin.
They get the orb
I mean, respect to him,
to
was
make
feeling
sure
it, but so far it's not really over yet. They're
they
trying
have
to chase
Kiko's
down
ult for
Mata.
next round. I mean, they kind of just need to make sure
Everyone
the
take
Mata
them
gets
down,
the
that
kill
would've
here.
given them a little bit of a window to work with. But now Spike's been planted. Everybody's playing off site. Should be the round for Energy.
I like that. Much more a kind of round of distraction from Energy. Touch and go, find a fight. Make sure you're fighting on another front at the same time.
You
It
wanna
seems like
tuck
they were
in.
giving MIBR a lot to look at for that one.
I mean, he's on his way to another ult. They can still do stuff with this.
NRG with 4 alive.
And again, I wanted to talk
Did pretty
about
good though. Brock's ult, and then he's 3 on his way already.
Big ults right now utilized by NRG to take over this B site, combining both
What's the money like?
Seekers and the Armageddon,
Oh,
which
their
by the
money's
way
incredible.
still combined to 3 pips on the side of Ethan and Brock at the end of that round. So great value taken out of those 2 initiators for the side of NRG. But he's trying to walk outside of that smoke, trying to get an outlaw pick into the top of heaven, and he has to flick up there to try to get that kill. Didn't happen. Now it's an op though. Not on Zekin, it's on Aspas. Watching it from a passive angle on the top of the A site.
Strat.
Flash over top. That's going to be a quick blind. Nightfall goes
Ooh,
out.
I like the little cubby that you try and get into.
Yeah, ping 3.
It looks like they're not going to be able to get too much out of it other than that knowledge, which is still in itself very big. Those smokes may be reused or just missed from the site.
So what is
NRG
it?
still
Is
gonna
it
leave them there to maybe fake something?
Flash, and then he gets into the cubby, and then we flash again, or like fake smoke, then he gets into the fake smoke, then they flash with it through the sky.
Second guess and keep them in a 2-1-2.
Just like how Ethan was running.
Hey,
back
that's not
and
even
healing
a
at the
fake
same
smoke,
time,
that's a
but it's
Viper
regen shields
smoke.
and damage they've taken by a Nightfall, so it's not really needed at that point. And it's hard right now, Ethan. You're talking about selling a fake. Maybe it's a dog into the pit, but it's only him solo, so it's not really worth it at that point.
Yeah, it looks like everything's going to be used at site here.
They wanted plant. Did he have spike? Really?
Has the operator to look
And you
down
plant
that
in the
line.
cubby, and then you got smoke mollies.
That, I don't know.
Salvos.
That might be a false
You then take
wall by
heaven.
MIBR. The TP doesn't seem to be
Wait,
on the top
that's
of that ramp.
nuts.
Verno in a scary spot. Saturate comes through. Oh, he is trying to get out of there. Back to normal. Just everybody trying to be flash safe right now as NRG heads into the site, and Mata cleans up Aspas behind the map. Ulti goes down, and now Zekin trying to get in. A beautiful paranoia, but can they work off it? They don't
He's
know if it's
perfectly
anybody
dodged him.
until they get themselves in. Oh my gosh, the push
I
from
mean,
Brock.
Brock did incredible though.
Right in the
Dude,
face of MIBR.
he's done a great job
And
of
the
nearly
action
getting his ult
doesn't
back
end.
real
Zekin's able
fast.
to refresh just a little bit in the situation, and they're going to have to try once more if they can get in together. Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
they are
this is
throwing
cool.
everything in the kitchen sink.
Ah, it's a shame.
MIBR right now. Tex is able to drop the wall, drop
That's
the
actually
ult,
not the
rather.
best plant.
It's not planted for them.
They got
They got
ostracized.
to get this down. Oh, I thought maybe just on the outside of that. But it's not going to be. Moving in, an easy kill from the ramp as they both swing together.
Come
Mata
on
and
now.
Kiko are going to be able to finish it off and bring the game within 1.
Had to be Zekin on the outside and force the fight. If not, it's an easy kill and for Tex to fall down. And Tex, he actually got slowed down by that slow field from Mata and still gets that kill because they admit it from watching that spot. There, I think is a miscomm because that wall was actually a defender wall that Mata hit through. I saw that ping coming out from Aspas and the wall never came down. He was looking for that pick.
Such a baiter. He's such a baiter. He's such a baiter. Nice guys, nice.
And that's Zekin.
It was
Again,
bad
he was
from
at
him.
the top.
It really
All
was
he
bad.
was trying to defuse. So the vibes are back now for NRG. They say, look, we still have the game in our hand.
And the operator now on Zekin. It switches hands. Aspas had that top site last time. Showstopper for him, so he will be whipping out the ultimate when possible. And NRG says, okay, can we activate the ult early? Keep Spike down in the little give and go at the front of B. But Aspas holds that ult discipline.
Yeah, it was off shot to Showstopper if that default from NRG on that B side was going to continue. And then with that boom bot, they could now start taking that forward position from Zekin and then rotate Aspas potentially somewhere else.
Time to jump.
Oh, they're going to keep pushing. I mean, a lot of players right now
Big
are in
round.
forward lines. If they lose
Money,
their position on the A side,
very, very good now. Problem for NRG, no ult
kind of have to be
cycle.
more disciplined of where they want to start stacking up their buddy system here. And that
Any sound.
right there. Having that Prowler, nice little spray though by Mazzino.
Always Ethan. An unfortunate situation in this game for him, but through the smoke, Mazzino finds one, and they're still going to try to get in here. Oh, wow. Trading places, but Mata still finds the kill onto Mazzino, and he's still going haywire here in heaven.
Nah, he doesn't get this
That's
guy.
gonna be a creep
Nah.
in. Should be covered. Mata gets a
That's
third.
nuts,
a fourth
bro.
and a
He's
fifth are
really
still
good.
on the map,
That was
and he
that was
goes
so
ahead
sick
and
to
refracts
watch.
right back to heaven to make sure he's part of what can happen up there.
That's a give up moment. Zekin's still holding towards B main, so
Yeah.
Aspas trying to keep the
I mean,
economy low
Scuba
as he
still has
can,
his
but riches
Viper
are
smoke.
aplenty for the side of NRG in this round.
Aspas gets one. Zekin could get another pip towards an ult here if somebody goes searching, but they're so far away. It's just about Aspas.
Yeah, I mean, their money's just so low.
NRG just wants to guarantee the round, an opportunity for them to tie things up on a 10-10, and even then, just winning that round might potentially make it a difficult buy for MIBR in the next. Vern only has 100 credits going into the next round. So again, very important for them to keep Showstopper and Op. Wouldn't be surprised if
we got to see
to Verno in the next round and try to go for a
get involved
Showstopper play, because that was attempted by the positioning from both Zekin and Ospas at the beginning of this round.
I mean, this win, 3 alive.
Incredible
it's
round from
like
NRG
NRG will have the money they need here to see out the game, as long as it doesn't go back and forth too much, even with buys. Yep, the G's.
Oh,
just
man.
so aware of the situation,
It's
knowing
just
that
really
they've
sick, isn't
constantly
it?
been playing up there too.
That was the most perfect round of Val I've ever seen from one guy.
That's what I'm saying. This guy was going haywire.
Yeah, no, it was unbelievable.
He's activated too, and a lot of the things Mata's been doing are a few. I should just say a range away from the team where they're not able to assist.
Yeah.
So he is just really trying to put a foot in the door right away, get in the face of NRG, or I'm sorry, MIBR, whether that comes away with the kill or whether he's just grabbing the info as a waylation.
And all he got were kills.
And all he got, oh darn.
You just talked about trading places. He went over Mazzino. Mazzino understands that he wants to play the defensive line, kind of like playing against a Yoru ult.
Yep.
Somebody's going to get behind. Other players are going to flood. I'll just try to get my 1 or 2. Nobody went through behind that dash from Mata. So Mata just turns around and kills him.
Yeah, it's just a space he's opening, and yeah, Util's
The 2026
providing that
nose
form,
strip, yeah, man.
team. I mean, Ethan actually
It's the
couldn't
way
give it to him
forward.
that time because Ethan went down immediately, but still, Mata says, all right, a little more in my hands, I like the pressure. He goes crazy.
You saw that buy that we currently have with Verno. The low credits moving into this round will go for a stinger buy, and Ospas will keep the Phantom on his end, which is fine. Verno's goal right now is to control the information for the team, being that main person.
Gotta win.
Stop for
Well,
Clone and Boombot. Those prowlers on that A side are
it will be a low buy
important to find that
if they
info
lose
for the
this.
team. And they've been,
Nice change up, man.
All right, I'm
Up
gonna stop
aggro over
talking. That
towards
was a
middle.
nice shot.
Mada
Action's
takes
probably
the
gonna continue
timing
now.
here.
Just because it's smoking doesn't mean he's slow at shooting. All right.
The question
got that
is,
duelist
does he
in him.
carry on
Mata
going?
now again trying to go
Because
on
he's
a
here
solo
really
journey to see what he
fast.
can find. Won't even really have Util from the team over here. He's going to play off of the noise being made at B.
Insane, isn't it?
Mata inserted himself again, though.
Oh, it's unlucky.
Verno with the timing.
He found it.
It's the stinger that kills him.
Calling the strats, knowing the map. Verno has been watching Mata closely throughout this series, especially on Split. We're at 10-10
Brock would
here
love a
for
kill so he
both
gets his
teams'
ult
first
for the next round.
appearance
It
on
would make
this
things a
map.
lot
They
easier.
are really testing each other.
Oh.
Once again, Tex to hold
Not
down
meant to be
Heaven
easy.
and delay even more. A more delay.
Yeah.
They are layering nicely.
And that's Kiko Smoke, being very similar to what they were doing on the previous side. Just to try to scale up and try to get control of that B Heaven. Yeah, it's a nice shot, but at the same time,
30
is
seconds left.
up against the world. A 1 versus 5. Spike being down with 30 seconds left. Hunt for these kills. They're still comfortable to buy in the next round here for NRG. 18 seconds left. He's shooting to try to bait out some aggressive peaks on the side of MIBR.
They're too clean with it, though. They just check the minimap to see if it's an actual vision caught by their teammate. No crossfire had, no contact play needed. Oh. It's just the bounce house in the smoke. Kiko cannot get the plant down,
Very
and
nice for
MIBR are within 2.
Yeah, to finish the map, 1 ahead of NRG. 4 rounds to
great
win,
shot.
right in the angle. But it's still the value that they're taking. I think it's also the conversation that came through towards the MIBR camp.
Yow, hello,
Good
mate.
call on the jump across. Good call on the jump across, Ian.
Not too bad,
So
man. Not too
expected
bad.
a push from
Ooh, this
somebody
is
to
good.
jump
Here
into
they comes.
Ramen, and
He's
that's
been
Tex
spotting
here
him
being
jump every single time
having a
over
sixth
towards the
sense in
middle, so
terms
he
of
pretty
what
much
he
called
hears
that in the
between these
timeout.
rounds.
Oh
This
boy,
is the orb,
he gets
unfortunately, though.
complimented and he's
That's a lot what they talk about. In the
It's
team
gone
is
to
that
his head.
While Verno talks, a lot of the voices
He
can still
smoked himself.
participate, and plays like that are pivotal.
This is important though right now. He missed that orb. to
It's
look out
okay.
towards
At
middle.
least
He
it's
already
not the
had to start
most
wasting smokes on the
important
side of
smoke
Mazzino. That's
on
gonna
the
be
map.
one less smoke to utilize to throw one-ways on B or to try to prevent this push. So an
It's
advantage
not
for
like your
NRG
whole
to not only take
defense
space,
is based
but
around
into
just
the B
smoke
site,
a
and
middle.
they're going straight for that.
Holding. Good push from both sides. They've got actually
Oh,
Dog up top and
headbutt.
drone from B main. Ospas finally rips that showstopper we've been watching
Redemption.
here, and almost the recoil control
Hey, they
coming
got
in for
traded.
Tex. but they answer back one for another here. A 4 alive now for MIBR is don't give up numbers. The double peek, very nicely swung.
Beautiful.
You love that kind of protocol.
Ooh,
and Mazzino's just gonna say,
hell?
I got this one. Don't worry about it.
Okay, 2 goes to
for
that.
MIBR with Breeze on the horizon. Ken, they get one more round.
Almost felt like that was intentional for him to miss the poison over at the beginning, so that you could beat players into the showstopper VALORANT spots at B Heaven.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, come on now.
Oh dear. Yeah, we don't talk about that though. We've seen a few of those this game. The sun was in his eyes.
And found redemption too for getting a kill as he pitched back on middle and drops that spike. Beautifully done towards the end in terms of MIBR's look in the second map versus the first one. Is very impressive. Everybody's shooting across the board. Yeah.
What a change.
Osmot's finding value on the defensive side as well. So it makes it very difficult for NRG when you're unlocking everybody into the important rounds
Nice.
of a split.
Could have been someone that crossed, didn't want to try anything risky.
Pretty loud mid. First time we see Mata just kind of ripping the
Brawler
vandal
kind
off
of
through the
clears it all,
smokes
but he's
here,
not in position
so
to
they
take
can
the
say,
angle.
yeah, here's some noise, cut it, and then they can
Very
play
early
off
on
it.
that.
Still in a default formation too for NRG.
Just trying to play that bait and switch on that
Yeah.
side. I mean, for them, it doesn't really matter if Mata goes for that dash into vents again. They just want to control the mail and leverage Verno to watch into the ramp, which is why you're seeing them playing pretty
MLBR
passively
winning
on
with
top of the heaven
Aspas
side
being
of the map
sacrificed a
for
few times.
MIBR.
Yeah, I mean he's having a bad game. He's having a bad game, and well, it's not even a bad game. He's kind of doing his role. This is probably the prime example. I spoke about this on Plat Chat, right? Where it's like 2 duelists, one has to be the sacrificial lamb. That's essentially why Narrate is getting wrecked a little bit as well, because that's his role. Obviously, he has a lot more weight when you see the best duelist in the world just proving it. He's doing his role though.
Flawless 23rd round.
Yeah, it will. The last 2 have to save.
Yeah, they're gonna save.
The crazy. We'll have to look back at the replay. I want to know how Scuba did that. Did he just spray through the B Heaven smoke and drops 2 players there? Because I was going to say that everything was perfect by Mazzino. He plays towards that pillar side, gets slowed down by the saturate, but what he does is he flashes
Did anyone
towards that
be
B main
hunting?
before TPing out on the other end. So nobody
Money's
can
not
capitalize on
great,
that,
but
on the dash, from the side of the
the
waylay
ult on
of
Mada
Mata.
and Kiko must be.
Yeah, Scuba just sprays on the top of Heaven and gets 2 picks.
Now we get the full smoke, but yeah, we've been seeing that Heaven smoke that allows them to strafe out, kind of denying the fact that you can run out Heaven side and drop at the same time, maybe creating too many options.
Wow.
Mata.
Death is worth it.
Mata.
Dude,
Oh,
Verno
Mata.
doesn't want to give him a death.
Verno really wants to keep this guy.
No, he doesn't want to give him a death. He doesn't want to give him ult for free. He wants to make sure that he has to get an orb.
All right,
Nice
they
from
pull it
him.
back into their favor, stave off defeat here, and possibly can take this map in 2, but there's still more work to do here for NRG. Oh, the creep out, just the orb of the smoke did not play in MIBR's favor there.
Viper entries.
Look like we're missing a little bit on that side to really try to flood out and help Mazzino on that side. Well, I guess they
So
were
this
really
is last
trying
time
after
off
that
on Fraud
paranoia
then,
that was
right?
thrown and thinking that would probably blind enough players. Unfortunately, as we look back at the replay, it looks like it really only hit Mata.
All right, Viper's Pit, Dimensional Drift on the side of MIBR. We got Seekers for Ethan, which you know the Mastermind is going to try to use that in a way to find out how to get macro down and move MIBR all over the map. Then they bring it back in with the Seekers to know exactly what site they can hit. That's my guess, because it just seems easier that way. And then they'll have to force work with Zekin's Dimensional Drift to get themselves out of it. That's it.
You can definitely blame Prius for that one.
It's easier said than done. We'll just see how it's done.
If anything, though, NRG is doing a great job avoiding the off at the beginning of these rounds. But so far, going into this last round, the timeout call by MIBR, the last one available for this last round of regulation. They're putting Zekin at the right spot, although doesn't seem like an aggressive angle in the first place.
Yeah.
1 orb away from getting the
I'm the tiebreaker. Was it GG or OT?
That might be the first piece of the puzzle
GG,
for
man.
NRG to flood back into the B side and push this into extra innings.
Seekers right off the bat.
We're going third
The
map.
orb control won't even be there. Mata's going in to see, to
He sticks that?
and goes down, doesn't get the refract in time. They're forced to move off towards the right side. Remember, this is either map 3 or OT here if MIBR can find the win. Pitt's already down today.
Exactly.
This is forcing NRG's hand through the middle of the map and towards B.
Pitt's out on that side. They've used Seekers at the beginning too to try to get that
He had
space
ult. I mean,
for Mata.
he has ult after he dies. He didn't have
Now it's the
ult.
mid-round information
Who's one
taken
away
by MIBR. That's
I think they were trying to
Fox3
catch him
right
off
there.
doing
Stays
a
in the
punish,
smoke.
right?
What?
Oh,
I think he wanted
Zekken.
to TP, no? I don't know what happened there.
Zekken, my guy.
Dimensional drifts. It's not going to be the
Zekken,
one
my
that Zekken
guy.
hits a killing.
Oh, Zekken,
The other ones has been
no,
able to
not
come
like
out
that.
successfully. And now they are back to even.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate, Riv, because him
Yeah.
falling, it equalizes on a 4v4, but you're also thinning out the defense because you forced the Pit towards the A main. So now you're going to have to gamble the B side. There's a huge gap right now for them to take over back on the A side if they want to for NRG.
That was the operator, the one that holds hard lines, but it's actually Osboss and Verno. It doesn't matter. They're still doing the work. Mazzino has been a rock in sight, the safest pair of hands you could ask for at this point. And they're still trying to give him hell. The 1v1, it leaves it up to Verno and Tex. A Judge and a Vandal to come back in.
2v1 on that side, but Brock's been in this scenario
Oh,
before.
nice. Molly's good. Molly's melting him. It's a lovely Molly on this. Like we said, third map, dude. Breeze should be awesome. So excited to see what MIBR play in Breeze. Surely it's the double duelist.
We're going all the way to Breeze.
What good util in the end. I think it was a snake bite and
Second,
at the same
he's
time,
like,
but MIBR
Second's laughing
are
about it, bro. It
looking
had to be a missing,
really good on this map
misclick.
of split. Despite here not having the best of numbers for that Star Duelist.